Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Right down. 185. 50. 89.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's where you fly.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Williams. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Down. 50's the mark. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. Right Monday, down. You 180.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Down. 180.
We ain't giving him nothing to get. Check 50. Check 50. What twist? What?
On 1st down, Jacobs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Push him back. Hey, nice 7.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That's 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53 to Mike. Okay. Go.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Slam. Check 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. Open man is Noah Brown. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No problems. You don't want no problems with me.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. Mulaney.
Man, I got you.
694.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, If they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
All day, dog. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Sponge. No. Regular. You go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, it's Jacobs. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Ed Oliver never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Carr. Buying time to his left. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Alert. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Oh, that's Paul. Half. Check 37. Check 37. Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby.
And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Express. 58. Come on. You're mine. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And here's Allen, operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Matchbox right.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaq Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Carr now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 27 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Have me.
Jacobs now. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after.
And that's caught inside the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go. Go.
To throw again. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Jacobs. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he cuts it right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Let's go, Eddie! Hey, we got Mike, number 52. 53. Down to lose one. Check 4, check 4. He's checking.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing